How y'all doing out there? Who can speak English? Raise your hand. Who can speak English and understand English? Okay, if your hand isn't up, you just answered my question. All right. So today we're going to be talking in. I don't think this was on. Hello? Oh, it's good. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you so much for having me here today. Today I'm actually going to talk in English. The two gentlemen that were right before me, they did the Chinese version for me. Let's go and get started here. When I was 3.5 months old, I was, you can't hear me? All right, let's do it this way. There we go. All right. All right. All right, so when I was 3.5 months old, my biological family in China actually abandoned me. And so for 3.5 years, I lived in an orphanage. I don't know if you guys know what an orphanage is, but it's not a very fun place. When I was 4 years old, my father, who's actually here with us today, and my mother actually adopted me. For 16 years, I lived in Oregon. I don't know if you guys know where Oregon is, but it's on the west coast next to California. During my junior year in high school, I was an exchange student, just like you guys in Taipei. I know what you're feeling right now. It's such an amazing experience being able to be in this foreign country with foreign faces and friends that you will keep for the rest of your life. Trust me, I still keep in contact with all my friends. During my junior year at Taida National Taiwan University, I had a great opportunity ahead of me. I was going to be able to go back to China and try to find my biological parents. Now, my friends in the US and my friends here asked me, Wyatt, why do you want to go find your biological parents? And I said, because I want to be able to ask them 3 questions. Why did you leave me that day? Was it because of my arm? Was it because of money? But I wanted to know. So, I went to China, and after 18 days of being there, doing TV and doing newspaper reports and being on the radio, my biological family decided not to come forward. 1 week after getting back from Taiwan, I got an email from a reporter in China saying that your biological parents came forward. They want to meet you. So we did a DNA test, and it confirmed that they were indeed my biological family. So the only thing left for me to do that day was to actually go back to China and meet my biological parents for the very first time. And it turns out not only do I have a mother and a father, but I've got an older brother and a younger sister. There was one point in time during the trip that we were in the field, and I looked to my biological brother, and I said, "What did you study in school?" That is such a normal question to ask, but I asked that. And he said he didn't study in school. And I said, why not? And he said, I had to drop out of school to help my parents earn money. And I said, you're telling me you didn't even go to high school? He dropped out part way through middle school. So I turned to my biological sister, and I asked her the exact same question. And she said, same thing, middle school. And so I started to feel, oh my God, you're kidding me. You didn't go to school? And here I am with a degree from University of Oregon and this great life with a great family. So I called my mom in the US and I said, Mom, these kids, the brother and the sister and the family, they're so wonderful. I want to be able to help them. But how am I supposed to help them? I'm just a college student. I have no money. So what can I do? So my mom said, Wyatt, you can write a book. Tell people your great story and see what they can do with it. So when I got back to Taiwan, I contacted one of my really good Rotary friends, P.P. Hippo, who just spoke right before me. And he helped me publish the book here in Taiwan. And so now we have this outlet for how we're going to raise money. Now what do we do with it? So we've got 2 parts of what we're doing with it. First part with what we're doing with the funds is we're obviously making donations and we're assisting by providing goods and services. But here's the second part with what we're doing with this foundation, and this is the greatest part of all, is we're actually giving orphan students, people who don't have parents, an opportunity to study abroad. And that's what JC was talking about earlier with that picture, those students you saw up there. Those students were once like me, or I'm sorry, are like me. And so we're actually helping them go study abroad to give them the same opportunity that you guys are all having today. So what an amazing experience it has been to be able to take my second chance in life and to be able to give it to other kids who maybe wouldn't have that same luck. And so now that it's been almost 2 years, we've been able to get the Taiwan version done, English version done, and also the China version done. All these funds that we're raising from the book, I don't get any of it. What we're doing is we're putting it directly to the foundation to help these kids. Now, thank you. Thank you. So Rotary, I'm gonna sidetrack here and spend one quick minute to just tell you guys, Rotary will stick with you for the rest of your life. If you take the tools and you take the memories that you've made while here, you will grow stronger and better in your life. And having said, I want to introduce you guys to someone very special. Yes, he is white, but he is my dad. This is his first time. Yeah, what an amazing guy, I know. And come on up here. He's a little shy, guys. He is.
马武宝的父亲 Mr. Carol Torres。
是，当然是我比他帅，对不对？ That's right. So this is my dad's first trip to Taiwan, and so he's starting to experience the Taiwan food and the culture. But also we invited him today here to actually just share a few minutes just what it's like to be a person who adopted a child, a Chinese child, and what it's been like for him to be able to experience this whole process as well. So I'm going to turn it over to him, and I think he's going to speak in English too, so. All right. I think what my dad was trying to say is that throughout my entire life, you're always going to have challenges and obstacles, but for my mother and father, they realized that they weren't going to let me use my arm as a reason why I can't do something. And so actually, my father is actually being very humble right now, but he is actually the reason why I was able to make it to the state championship for tennis and also make it into nationals for wrestling. Because of what he did and my mom did for me, and to be able to support me the way they did, I've become the person who I am today. And so by their support and their love and their encouraging words, it's how we got to where we are today. So thank you.